Hey class. So this is a video making up for Monday, February 18th for pre-algebra. So today my plans were actually to go over 2 different lessons, so I know that's a lot. I'm going to still try to go over it through our video, and then we can cover anything that y'all have questions over next week. And feel free to send me your questions throughout the week. But the good thing is both of these concepts are things that we've technically been practicing and things that you're already familiar with. Just want to go over some terminology and make sure we understand it fully. So, lesson 21 is over least common multiple. Now, if you have the videos, the official Matthew C videos, go ahead and watch them. Definitely good to get as much practice. We'll watch them again next week, but the more times you're exposed to it, the better. So, the first thing is, let's break down this word. Let's start with multiple. If you have a multiple, let's say, of the number 4, what is that going to be? So it's whenever you multiply the number. So for example, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. We'll stop there for a second. So these are all multiples of 4, meaning 4 times something gets you this. Now, common means having in common. So let's take the number 6. Let's think of the multiples of 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Now, are there any numbers among the multiples that are in common or the same? Okay, so I see 24, 12. And they actually have more in common, but I'm not going to go out as far. Now, of the 2 of these, so 12 and 24, which one is the least or the smallest number? 12. So that would mean 12 is the least common multiple for 4 and 6. Okay, so no, that makes a lot of sense there. Let's do another one, and then we'll show a shortcut or another way to do this. Okay, so number 6 and 8. Okay, so we just did 6, but we'll write those out again. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and 54. Okay, so 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, and 72. Okay, so these are the first 9. So here are the multiples of 6 and then the multiples of 8. So 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. So if you do your, what some people call skip counting, or just doing all the multiplication tables of this, these would be your multiples of each of these numbers. So what are the common ones? Okay, 48. So we're going down 24. 72 is also a common one, but we didn't get that high. We were just short of it. It is there, and it'll be way up there too. Okay, so these are common multiples. Which one of these is the least? So 24, 48, and we'll act like we know that 72 is a multiple of 6. 6 times 12. So our smallest one is 24. So that would make 24 our least common multiple between the numbers 6 and 8. Okay, so there are some other ways to figure this out. And it's called, the way to do this is to look at the prime factors. Now, if you remember what a prime number is, 7 is 1. Make sure you can see that. 7 is a prime number. 13, 11, 17. So a prime number cannot be divided by any other numbers except itself and 1. So 7, there's no other multiples of 7 other than 1 and 7. 11, just 1 and 11. 17, same thing, 1, 17. So nothing else will go into it. For example, if I told you come up with the factors of 6, well, there's 1 and 6, of course, but there's also 2 and 3. So it's not a prime number because multiple numbers, more than one number, will go into it. Okay, so when we are factoring a number, we want to come up with all the prime factors. So let's go back to 6 and 8. We already said that their least common multiple is 24. So I want to take 6 and I want to take 8. And what are the prime factors of each of these numbers? Now that might be hard just to come off right off the top of our head. So a lot of times what we can do is called a factor tree. Or we could break it down and see what it goes into until we get to prime numbers. So for example, what two factors make 6 and 3, or 6, 2 and 3? Are these prime numbers? Yes. Okay, so with 8, we can do that, especially with even numbers. You can divide by 2 and keep doing that until you get down to a prime number. So 2 and 4 will go into 8. 2 is a prime number. Nothing else will go into it other than itself. What about 4? It's not a prime number, so we need to break it down further. So 4 can be 2 and 2. What good is 4? Are these prime numbers? Yes. So when we get down to 2s and 3s, 5s, then we're breaking it down to prime numbers. So our prime numbers to get us 6 would be 2 and 3. And our prime numbers to get us 8 would be 2 times 2 times 2. Now a lot of times when we're coming up